I know you're gonna dig this.
Whoa!
All right.
Congrats!
Wow.
You know what? This is even better than hitting 100 next.
That's weird. You guys got really good chemistry for three guys that have never showered together. Okay. You got a big
Question or a topic you want to bring up? Go ahead and I'll highlight the comment. We can talk about
First
that.
of all,
You guys want to talk about?
let's talk about college football.
Boys, I don't think they're ready. Let's go.
Oh yeah. Here we go.
Happy Sunday. Happy Mother's Day to everybody.
Happy Mother's Day, everyone.
Start it off.
Happy Mother's Day, everyone.
Pack down and
Pack
get the
down
chocolate.
or get the chocolate.
We got the moms on screen today.
Mother, right? That's
Some
right.
amazing mothers here.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What's up, E-Rock?
What's up, E-Rock?
Hey, Rock.
Yes, sir. Happy Mother's Day to everybody. Stephen Fleming. What's up, Corey?
Hey, what's going on, Corey?
Thank you. Thank you.
If you guys could, on your way in, go ahead and hit that thumbs up for us. Hit that thumbs up for these lovely mothers on screen today and for the lovely mothers that we're going to be celebrating here throughout the show.
Happy Mother's Day to your wife, too, Juan.
Yes.
And happy Mother's Day to your wife, too, Juan.
Yeah, man. So, hey, Veronica, Siobhan, from me to you guys, happy Mother's Day.
Thank you.
You guys ready to get this show started, man? You got your lovely wives on the show. I'm excited.
Yes.
Special day today. Celebrating all the moms out there, not just the moms with us, all of the moms that couldn't be there to celebrate today. Anyone that can't celebrate with their mother, we thank you for being here with us.
Yes. Thank you.
Happy Mother's Day, Siobhan.
Thank you.
So I want to go ahead and ask, as moms, what number Mother's Day is this for you guys being moms? How many years have you been celebrating Mother's Day as a mom?
It's going to be, for me, 11?
10.
10.
There you go, 10th anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
How about you, Siobhan?
Actually, 2.
The second, yes, little man down there.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's awesome. Thank you, Juan. Yep. I'll give a shout out to my mom and all them later.
What's up, Dagan?
How excited are you to have your wives join us on the stream today?
A little nervous now they get to see all the behind the scenes and get to see it how we work together. So
We gotta be on our best behavior.
yeah,
Yeah. This is going to be fun.
I don't think that's possible. So I want to know what.
Shots fired, dog.
Dang. That's coming from a man who's still single, by the way. Still single. Sorry, E-Rock.
I guess we're not that bad.
He's pretty cool, I guess, sometimes.
Happy Mother's Day, E-Rock. I know you're a single mother and a single father as well. So
Yeah, Juan, that's it. We have the legend herself,
yes,
Mhm.
the commander of the Chancla.
yeah.
I do. I got a boot today, so that's a little more painful.
Pack down or get the boot.
Diablo, shout out.
Hey, what's going on, Diablo?
So personally, for me, I know obviously Mother's Day means a lot of different things to everyone. I'm just a kid that has a mom, so for me, Mother's Day is just celebrating my mom, my grandmothers, and all the stuff that they've done for me. But personally, for you guys being parents, what do you guys do to celebrate Mother's Day? What does it mean to you?
I I personally, to be honest, I don't think Mother's Day should just be one day. I think it should be the whole year. I feel like I should be honored and valued and loved the whole year. I mean, vice versa, vice versa.
Give
But
some applause to that. That's real.
so, I mean, to me, I mean, it's. I don't want to say it's just another day, but I feel like that focus should be the whole year round.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could agree with that. I mean, being a mom, it's just nonstop. It's not like, oh, I'm gonna take a break from being a mom. No, there's no such thing. And it's an everyday thing. But you know, society, we gotta make it one day sort of business, just one day. But yeah, it should be every day, and it as even for Father's Day, it's an everyday thing.
Yeah.
Everybody. I mean, parents in general should be. It's an everyday thing. It's not something that you just stop doing.
I
Except
agree.
today when my kids were like bothering me this morning. I was like, Mom's not here today. I'm on break.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Jacob doesn't stop crying just because, oh, it's Mother's Day, so I'm not going to cry today.
Right.
I'm not going to blow a tantrum today. No, there's no such thing.
Instead of being myself.
Yeah, and this is something from the Bearded Pack. Just to throw this out here, like we said earlier, just wishing Happy Mother's Day to all of our moms. Guys, I guess you can talk about that a little bit later too, when because that's who I'll be talking about is my mom and them. But I don't have a mother-in-law. Still big pimping. You know what I'm saying? Shout out.
Red Bone.
Shout out to the Red Bones. Oh man. Love moms, but we can't forget the dads too. It's parents in general.
It's
exactly.
true.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they have holidays for every little thing, like Hamburger Day and Grandparents' Day and like Taco Day, but they don't have a Parents' Day. I really,
because every day it's every day. Yeah, there's too much to celebrate in a year.
Yeah,
that's right, Juan.
Yes, that's right.
That's right. Absolutely. We'll get some love for that.
Or today the boot, like I said, it's a little more painful.
Now, where I saw this in the slideshow, and I was intrigued where this came from.
I googled famous mom quotes, and this one stuck out to me more than all of them, so I thought I'd share it.
I really like this one, yeah,
because it really means a lot. I mean,
yeah,
a mom's always going to be there. I mean, she tells the kids all the time, "You're going to be with us until you're like 40." I'm like, "No, they're not. When they're 18, they're out the door."
Nope, not my babies.
So, yeah, this one stuck out for me, and it means a lot. It meant a lot. So,
yeah.
As the moms on screen, I mean, what does this quote mean to you guys? I mean, I'm sure that this holds true to you. I mean, I know at least for me to this day, I'll be 22 years old this summer, and my mom still has a huge impact on me and everything I do in my life. So,
like to me, it's more like, like the first part is like, like the physical aspect. They're little. I'm like holding their hands, like, hey, don't fall, don't do this, don't do that. But eventually they're gonna grow up. Whether I'm there or not, they're gonna make their own life choices, and then they're gonna start their own lives with their own families. But I'm always gonna be in their heart. You know what I mean? Like the things I would tell them, growing up, or to learn or stuff like that. That's a really nice quote.
I mean, this quote is really it's pretty straightforward. I mean, it's true. It's funny because my mom, she's she's older, and all of us are grown, but she still sees us as her children. And even though we're like grown adults, we have families of our own, it's still like, but you're mine, you're my child, you're my children. There's no letting that go just because you're grown up. It's just that's something that I don't know. It just doesn't. Just because your kids are grown, you're. I know for me, definitely, Jacob, grown man, I would still say, but you're still my son. I don't care. You're still my baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My mom says it to me all the time still. You're still my baby, still mine.
My,
So.
my mom just said to me a couple weeks ago when we went to visit her, and
Yeah, I hear
she even
that.
told that in front of Veronica. She was like, "You're still my baby," and hugs and kisses me. Like, to me it's embarrassing, but to her she loves it. So.
Right.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. As a son, my mom says it to me all the time. But yeah, for us guys, it's a little like, Mom, stop. But I get it, because when I see Siobhan and how Siobhan treats Jacob, it's like, yeah, that makes sense. It's always gonna be there. It never changes. The only way it would change is when we go on to the next life. That's when it changes.
Yeah, when I die.
Yeah, I didn't want to say that. I don't want it to go dark.
Of course. If I'm not here,
Give it a little fluff.
As long as I'm on this earth, Jacob, you're still my baby.
Yep.
I'm 40 years old. I don't care. You're still my
Yeah. Hey, Mark, shout out to your wife as
Hi,
well.
Mark.
Shout out, Mark. Tell your wife Happy Mother's Day, man. Latina moms.
I don't know about all. I don't. That's
Nobody.
this
That's
true?
accurate. It's accurate. It's accurate.
Agree with that statement?
Well, I guess so, yeah. Because I don't have a daughter. I have a son, so
Is
we'll
he
see.
your prince?
Of course.
I don't know if there will ever be someone good enough for my boys, but I'm gonna have to compromise a little. Like,
All
they
right.
have a lot of shoes to fill.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely, Mark. Yep. And to anyone else in the chat, shout out, Happy Mother's Day to all your moms as well. All the moms out there today.
Yes.
Go ahead and start honoring some of the moms that we have on screen, fellas.
Aww.
Look at that picture. That is adorable.
Yeah, that is.
That's a great picture.
Yeah, I love that.
You're welcome. She was like asking me this whole week, like, what are you guys doing? I'm like, don't worry about it. We're handling it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I wanted her to just be surprised and, to not get so emotional. Obviously this means the world to me to have her for a second year. You guys know already the whole situation of her going through cancer. This just means the world to me that we get to spend another year together and have Jacob. So I'm truly blessed to have her in my life.
That's awesome.
100%.
Jeez, you had to go say all of that. And then say, don't get emotional about it. That was nice.
Hey.
You got away with words. He really does.
You gotta show him some lessons over here.
I don't need lessons. I dated, married, divorced, dated again.
Ryan's the one that sent me that text message this morning. I'm kidding.
No woman was ever good enough for my mom. It's a Latina thing, I think, E-Rock. I think being that Latina culture, you always have to deal with it, because I still deal with it. My mother-in-law, for a while there, it took her a long time to accept me. So.
Yeah.
Man, whenever my mom comes around, I'll still sit on her lap and everything. I'm like, no. And he's like, you're a grown ass. Oh, you're a grown lady and you're doing that.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with being a mama's boy or girl or however you want to say it. We only have them for so long, man. So we have to cherish them while they're here. Yeah, absolutely. After seeing that picture, it brings up another question that I wanted to ask. Siobhan, I'll ask you this first. After having Jacob, what do you think is the biggest impact that he has had, like, on your life as a whole? Like, what has he changed the most for you or about you?
There is such and of course, Jacob is my first child. So before that, I never knew of this kind of love. It's like such a deep love. for your children. And I heard it once. One of the ladies that I used to work with, she said that you're gonna know now what it is to have that love for your children, for your child. It's like a connection. It's so deep. And I was like, okay, like I don't know what you're talking about yet, but okay. But now I see, like now I'm feeling it, and I don't. I can't describe it, but it's something that was something that's there now that wasn't there before.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that I guess it's the whole responsibility of, well, this is something that came out of you. It's from you, came out of you. You know, there's that like deep connection there, and the intense love, you know, you have for your child, and it's incredible. It's beautiful. You know, it's a great thing. I mean, it's changed my life immensely, and I went from, you know, okay, you know, like hang out, partying, go to concerts, you know, whatever, to like now I'm like, I'm going to buy baby milk, like, like, you know, saving money, like buy him stuff, you know, no longer buy myself things, but getting him things and doing for him, you know, it's always like a priority, caring for him, Whereas before it was just me by myself. I used to do things for myself, you know, not have to worry about anybody else. Now I have a responsibility, and it's, you know, and there's such a love there, and it's incredible. It's beautiful. I won't trade it for the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's got to be a love that only a parent can know. I
Yeah,
mean, it sounds like something that's just like, I'll get there one day, but it's just.
Listen, let me tell you, I was like not in the rush. I was like, no, I'm not in no rush to have kids right now. No need to have children. Like, there was no rush there. But I mean, once I had him, it was just like, oh, this is the greatest thing ever. You know, this is what I've been missing out on.
And Veronica, I'm sure you would say the same thing or around the same thing, right? As far as the impact that your kids have had on your life as well.
Yes. Well, I had my oldest son pretty young. I was 19 when I had him, so he definitely had a huge impact in my life. You know, I went from, you know, being a college student, you know, living, partying to, oops, well, now you got a baby coming, you know, and he had a huge impact on me. You know, I think in the long run, though, he's made me a lot better person, to be honest, more centered, calmed me down a lot. It's just, it's crazy, like how, you know, once I knew, you know, that I was pregnant, when I found out, like it wasn't about me anymore. It was, okay, what am I going to do for him? How's my life going to have to change for him? And what can I do so that I can, you know, have him grow and develop into a productive adult one day? You know what I mean? So like, it's just your perspective and everything changes, you know, from being a little, you know, like self-centered, I guess you can say, to, okay, now what about this person? You know, it's crazy how your mind just changes, like, well, at least to me, like that, you know. And you know, I grew up, and you know, there was a lot of, you know, I guess pushback from his dad's family and stuff, because you know, we were young, but I stuck to my guns, and I'm like, well, he's going to be with me, and my life has changed since then, I think in a positive way.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's just amazing to me, the love that parents have for their children, and you know, just the connection that we have, you know, with our parents. It's just truly something special. Just like right here, what Diablo was saying, the biggest impact my mom had on me was encouraging me to play sports, even though I was born with one hand. She showed me how Jim Abbott used to do it as a one-handed pitcher for the Angels. I think that is so awesome. You know, that's what they do. That's what you guys do as parents, right? You always find a way to inspire your kids. There's always a way to do it. There's nothing that you shouldn't believe in. So, you know, that's the perfect example of that.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah, everyone's spending some good family time today. That's awesome. Well, I guess we can go ahead and go to the next slide. This is where I'll go ahead and highlight the special women that I have in my life. Starting on the left with me in the kind of summer hat. That's me and my mom, Sheila. That's my mom's mom. I live with her. I've lived with her my whole life. She has never missed a sports game or even a practice for that matter. Used all of her vacation time to ensure that she would never miss anything that I was doing. Literally is just, there's never a moment that this woman is not there for me. It's incredible how much time and just everything that she has sacrificed to ensure that, you know, I'm on a good path and I'm doing the right things in my life. And the love that she has shown me is just so unconditional. I like to tell this story just because it's kind of, it just shows like what love can do for someone and the connection. Right before I was born, she actually lost her sister and her husband within like the same month. Her sister to cancer and her husband was sick as well. And I think it was a month or 1 to 3 months after that was when I was born. And she said I kind of, you know, rescued her from, you know, the feelings that she was feeling, and, you know, I kind of brought her back and gave her, you know, another reason to be here. So it's just awesome. She calls me, she always says, "You're my sunshine and you're my heart." So I'll never forget that. To the lady in the middle, that is my dad's mom. That's my mom, Shirley. She used to always watch me when I was a kid. I used to spend a bunch of time with her. Whenever I would go over to my dad's house, I'd be asking, when can my mom come over? When can I go see her? I just wanted to spend all my time with her. We used to sing country songs, dance around, just have a bunch of fun. Whenever she could make it to anything that I was doing, she made sure that she was there. You know, the love that she shows for me and my brothers on that side is insane. That, you know, with maybe not having the means that some people do, she still finds a way to, you know, make sure she shows that, you know, she loves and cares about us no matter what. So she always makes a way to show that, you know, how much she loves us, and, you know, I always appreciate her for that. And then we go the last picture on the right. That is my mom. That's actually a picture from the summer when she used to work at the restaurant that I work at. That woman is crazy. She's a nut, but I wouldn't have it any other way. I love her to death. There's nothing in the world she wouldn't do for me. And I know that I can go to her with anything, and I can trust that, you know, she's just going to do her best to steer me the right way. You know, she has plenty of life experience to steer me wherever I need her to. So shout out to her for just, you know, mainly teaching me to always be kind to people, always being courteous, and just showing me so much love, and also sacrificing, you know, long nights, anything that she had to do to, you know, make sure I had a way to play my sports or do this or do that. You know, there's nothing she wouldn't do either. So these three women have played such a huge role in, you know, shaping me into the man that I am today. And I'm sure that there's nothing in this life that I could ever do to repay them for that, but, you know, just express my gratitude and my love for them. So that's it for me.
I'm digging that suit in the middle, man.
That was prom. That was my prom suit, bro.
That's pretty stylish.
It had like angels and stuff on it. Like I was big pimping, dog. But yeah, so shout out to them, man. Three most important women in my life.
That's awesome.
We're moms are pretty awesome. What can I say?
Dude, they really are. It's awesome. With the swag. After that, fellas, I want to, you know, turn to you real quick now that I've said my piece. If there's anything you guys want to go ahead and, you know, say to your wives or give shout outs to your moms or anything like that, man, let's go ahead and do that. Shout out to the moms.
Go ahead, bud.
All right. For sure. I know. I hope my mom got the link. I sent it to her. But we did talk today. My mom made a great deal of sacrifices growing up. I didn't have the best childhood, but I know that she always tried to constantly um, do her best with what she knew. But even though, as much as me and my mother-in-law bump heads a lot, she has really been a pivotal role, especially in the past 8 years of my life. I don't think I would be the man I am today without her. Um, my sister-in-law, who's also sitting here with us, she's also a great mom that I appreciate, and obviously my wife. These women that I have in my life have kept me from doing some pretty crazy things. I'm grateful to God for them, and I know that my life is richer for them. And to quickly answer David's question, we actually met at church on a Sunday. It was the funniest thing ever. We both love hardcore music. We both love similar taste in things. We could have met anywhere, but we met on a Sunday when she just happened to be going to pick up her mom, and I was going with a friend of mine because he had been inviting me. And little did I know that my life would change completely that day. I just took one look at her and I said, "Man, like damn, she's beautiful."
He was staring at me
Like-
awkwardly. He was like in a corner staring at me.
Creeper status.
Here's this big guy staring at me awkwardly in a corner.
She got me, bro. This is the one that made her a big.
There he is.
Hi.
But yeah, that's how we met.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Ryan, we'll turn it over to you, brother.
Well, big shout out to my mom. Similar to John Paul's, her and I had a strong relationship, but kind of fell off as we got older. But slowly we're growing together. We're becoming strong again. She's an amazing woman. She's had her ups and downs with childbirth, and she was blessed with 3 boys. And I'm happy to call her my mom. She's done a lot for me. She's done a lot for Veronica here. Done a lot for her kids, and she actually just got home from a 5-day cruise. So she's living her good life. So she's having fun. So shout out to her. And this amazing woman next to me, she gave birth to the most coolest boys that I know. So
You got 2 pretty cool boys.
I got them good genes.
But you're not wearing jeans. But yeah, she's the glue that holds us all together. So I couldn't be more than happier to have married a better woman. So
Man, hey, if y'all ain't feeling the love right now, if you ain't feeling the love, then you just not gonna feel it. All right, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to tell you that you cold, because there's a lot of love in this room right now, man. Oh, love it.
Sorry, Siobhan was laughing at Juan from Anointed's comment. She was like cracking up over here. Yeah.
That's funny. So Diablo did ask a question there. Ryan, real quick, while we wait for some other questions to come in, why don't you tell us how you and Veronica met?
I guess good old IG. Back when they had like that discovery option on there, we shared same interests, very similar to John Paul and Siobhan. Very similar interests to I guess music, and she popped up and we started chatting, and then we exchanged numbers, and
I called him first.
and then I wasn't a call. I was just like, just a chat, and then it got serious, and then I came out to meet her, and she was like, "Well, I have a son, and you're all the way in Texas, and I'm here in California. I think we should be friends." I said, "Nope." I said, "I'm putting my 2 weeks in tonight, and I'll be out there in 2 weeks." She was like, "What?"
Damn.
He was quit his job, everything, and he moved to California.
Yeah,
Jeez.
That's
yeah.
I was not expecting that.
I was so a little bit before Veronica times. I was a bachelor. I was doing bachelor things. I was doing Zeb things, I guess you want to say it.
Nah, don't say that. Don't say that.
I was having fun. I was living my life, and I was always the one that always told people, "I'm never getting married. I'm never having kids." And I don't know. She just changed my life.
Until
And
I came around, of course.
my partner,
Right.
we were sitting there at work, and I was like, "Dude, I found this girl, and I think I'm gonna move to California." And he's like, "You're crazy." And I go, "No, I think it's gonna happen." So he was the first person to give me approval, and then I did 8 years ago. Packed up everything into my little car and drove out to California into the sunset. And then what? 6 months later, we found out that we were pregnant with our little one, and it was
We
all
moved fast.
from there.
Ryan was like, I gotta lock her down.
Well, I moved out here a month later on my birthday. I proposed, so I had to seal the deal. So
There you go. So we kind of answered this a little earlier. What's the most rewarding thing about having kids? I know Siobhan talked about, just kind of feeling that unconditional love that only a parent can know. JP, Ryan, is there anything maybe you guys want to add to this, or if the ladies have anything else they want to say about this question here?
Yeah, I mean, well, obviously you guys can see how much fun we're having right now. He sees us. You guys know already. He sees this. He wants to be all involved.
Yep.
But the most rewarding thing is definitely. I would have to mirror exactly what Siobhan said. I definitely thought I had a knowledge of love until we met, until we had him. I would do anything for this kid. I would legit, maybe even kill for him. But that explains everything. That's the most rewarding thing. Hearing him laugh, hearing him have fun. He's so young still, so it's everything. Just being involved in general. A lot of guys don't know this. I'm actually a dad beyond Jacob. I do have a daughter. Never really known her. Never really met her, and it kind of sucks. Siobhan, I told Siobhan on our first date because I was like, if this girl's the one, I need her to know now my whole life. And I opened up to her very quickly. I knew then, I was like, yeah, if she's willing to stick through me with this, I think we could make it. And we've had our rocky times, but the definitely most rewarding thing is his laugh and just seeing him grow before my eyes.
it's nice now. I mean, I know it's hard for you to have that feeling of having a child and not be able to cherish that moment and seeing your child grow up. So I think that makes it having Jacob a little bit more special because you get to see those moments. You get to cherish those times with him, and you get to see him grow up and walk for the first time, or talk for the first time, or throw a baseball for the first time. Like you get to see those. So seeing that is probably a little bit more special for you now. So.
I don't necessarily have a human child, but you guys know I have a son, and his name is Simba. He's a boxer. I don't care what anybody says. Y'all can call me crazy, but that's my son. And the most rewarding thing about having him is just seeing the joy on his face every day when I do something that makes him happy, or just when I get home, how happy he gets that I'm just there. He's just happy that I'm here.
That little nub just going crazy.
Back and forth like a windshield wiper. That's my boy. Go to the next. Okay, so this is another question. What's your favorite thing about having kids? Oh, we actually had one from Russ too. I'll star that. We'll do that after this, Russ. I got you.
I think like just messing with them, especially now that they're like older. Like, I'm very. I don't know. Like I love like just messing with my kids. Like sometimes like like they'll like do something and then like I'll just like pop out of nowhere and like scare them. They'll be like, oh my god, they were like we're just like chase each other or like wrestle. Like especially now that they're older, it's just so much fun. Or some of the stuff that they say, especially my youngest, like he'll like say something, he'll be like, what? Like where did you get that from? Or but also my youngest likes to throw my dirt out there too much for people to know. But then also like my oldest like I can literally, he's to the age where like I'll literally sit there and like have a almost like an adult conversation with him. Like the other day we were waiting in line at Chick-fil-A and we had a whole conversation on like space and like stars and how stars like form. And and Ryan was just sitting there like, what the heck? And we're just like going on and on, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
It's my favorite part of having a kid is the love, the affection. So I always tell Jacob, give me kissy. And he knows what that means. He goes in and gives me kissy. But I say, give me hug. And he goes and he gives me a hug. Like, I like that he's affectionate with me. So, like, it's so precious. That's my favorite part.
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course,
Yeah.
as you can hear. So, I love it. I love it.
What's up, Gary?
Before we do this one, we'll go ahead and answer Russ's question.
Okay.
I'm not a parent, but what advice would you have for new moms?
Oh, we actually do have that question lined up, which is
Yeah,
Oh,
we
do
actually
we?
do. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll ask it already. We'll
Fine.
not kick
Say
it
no.
off.
For me, for new moms, I would say definitely be patient with yourself. You're not always going to be a perfect parent. You're not always going to make always the right decisions. You're not always going to have the greatest days where you're always happy and smiling and having the house cleaned. And be patient with yourself and with your kids for sure.
I think that's good advice.
She said, for those patient?
No, what advice would you give to a mom, like a new mom, a mom with kids?
Yeah, no, but you mentioned something about patient, right?
Yes, being very patient with yourself and your kids.
No, definitely. Definitely patience and grace.
Yes.
and know that, as much as society cut me off there, it's okay. As much as there's books out there, proper parenting and such, there's no, you can't be perfect at it. So in a sense, it's more of a hands-on learning experience, to allow yourself that room to make mistakes, but learn from your mistakes.
Yes. Yes.
What were you like as a kid? Are your children anything like how you were?
What's funny is that our oldest is an identical twin of her, and our youngest is an identical twin of myself. Very, very weird. A lot of people notice it, and it's crazy to see that both in
like
our eyes.
Personality wise.
Like we'll look at them, and like when she looks at our youngest, she's like, "Yeah, you're your dad's son," and then I'll look at our oldest, and I'm like, "You're just like your mom." Like it's crazy the way they both act like us in just a smaller form.
Honestly, as a kid, I was a straight A student. I never got into.
She's lying.
I was a pretty good kid. I got good grades. Didn't get into much trouble until my first year in college. But I think I was a pretty good kid.
Yeah.
Just don't ask my mom. Just the other things.
I thought I was a good kid until we went to my mom's house just recently, and she pulled out this box of my childhood stuff, and majority
You
of
were
the stuff in
mean.
there were letters from my teachers and letters from kids that weren't very nice to me. So I was not aware of all that, but yeah, apparently I was a bad kid.
Apparently, no, there was some evidence. Teacher notes, it was bad.
So Jacob definitely looks like Sharon. We've been saying this since the get-go. I mean, he did have some times where he kind of looked like me, but the way he acts, I think it's apparent who he's like. The way he acts. He's got my loudness. Yeah, in the refrigerator. He's got my loudness, but he also has Sharon. It like has a little bit of both of us. He's very affectionate, like Sharon was saying. He's got his laughter. Anytime I laugh, he laughs with me. So he does a lot of things with me. And I know it's because of, again, the situation, but Siobhan, it's still like predominant. And lately he's been just like, mama, 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 mama this, mama, mama, mama that. And she's just like eating it up.
But the question is he acting like you or like me?
Well, I mean, I don't know how you were like a kid, so mirror his actions.
It's definitely you, because I was a very quiet kid. In fact, it's funny, my mom, when she used to go, they had teacher-parent meetings. Actually, I used to be the one. The teachers used to say, I wish I had 1,000 of your daughter in the classroom, because she's so quiet, I forget that she's even in the class.
Wait, we have a rebuttal by her older sister. Older sister's here with us today, by the way, and she's
That's not a rebuttal.
That's a rebuttal. You can come in. This is my older sister, by the way.
I'm 12 years older than her.
Okay.
She was the most happy baby
imaginable.
I used to carry her. She was my baby doll. I carried her with me, and she loved to go out. So therefore, Jacob is like her in that aspect. He loves to go out.
Yeah.
But she was so giggly. She laughed so much. Or maybe she just found me extremely funny. But, which I think she still does today. So never mind. But my sister called me mom for a very long time, actually. And Jacob and her are very much alike, but I know John Paul is absolutely in there 100%. Definitely both.
There you go.
But I was quiet. I'm just saying.
Yeah, this is a good memory.
Yeah. Pack and play, man. Jason. I used to be on the pack and play. The good old days, the pack and play, man.
Me as a kid, if you went and you asked my teachers, I think one of my teachers actually did write this on a report card. They would tell you that I was a social butterfly. I was all about talking to everybody, not really trying to listen to what she had to say. I was more worried about playing, talking, probably goofing off a little bit.
You and I together in hopes that you would make me talk and my silence you.
Either that or they would hope you quiet me down, because I had definitely a few phone calls. Let's just say that. I wasn't a bad kid per se. I got in a little bit of trouble here and there, but I was a good kid, just very sociable. So
yeah.
We answered this.
Yeah. We answered this, yeah. We answered
Is there anything your kids do that you blame your husbands for?
Here we go.
Like this got put in here.
Here we go.
To try to like.
Don't mute me.
He was climbing.
I blame Jacob. I blame John for Jacob yelling. Like, yeah, look at you turning your face. Huh?
I blame Ryan for the bad attitude sometimes. And the sass.
The sass on this guy.
Oh,
Yes.
Blame on this today. Pass.
the pull the finger joke.
Yeah, I used to be outside a lot too, Dan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was me too.
I was all about sports too as a kid, bro. All about sports. Yeah, I don't have an answer for this because what's one thing? Oh, this is a oh man. Here, all right, yeah, we're gonna have to slow this down here. This is a good question. What's one thing you look forward to as a mom, seeing your kids grow up? And I want to bring it back full screen for this.
I think for me is, seeing them grow up and be like what they would consider themselves to be successful, happy adults. I want to see, my kids happily married with a bunch of grandbabies, a bunch. And, just seeing them happy and enjoying their lives. And, even if, I might not find something, successful, but as long as they're happy doing what it is that they're doing, like I want to see them like that. Oh, I can't wait. Them grandbabies. Ooh.
Oh my God.
Our kids out there were spoiled, but just wait till they get grandbabies.
Especially if they're little girl grandbabies. Ooh.
10 o'clock at night, I'm giving them a big old thing of ice cream and sending them back to their parents.
I can't wait.
You have an answer?
No, yeah. I mean, pretty much, as a mom, you would want to see your children succeed and do well and be happy and live a long, happy life, and you want the best for them, and sometimes our definition of what's best for them differs from what what they consider best for themselves. So, you just hope that it works out and it lines. But I definitely, want that sort of,
Sorry, guys, hold on.
What happened?
They have probably some type of noise just is going on there for a second. But I like this hashtag that a few guys just threw in there, hashtag pack moms. Yeah. We have the pack moms in here today.
Is that pack moms?
Hashtag pack moms.
Well,
yeah, one thing that both Veronica and I agree on as a parent is that we both did not have the best childhoods. So we decide, when I came in the picture of our oldest, we both agreed, let's give our kids, if we have any more after him, let's give him and our kids the life that we never got to expect, and not get to have. That goes by saying, being there for them and, let them experience things that, we never have, but experience it through their eyes and stuff.
You do come up with some good ones, Justin.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Mark may have just came up with my favorite one.
Pack dog Simba.
That's right, brother.
This one, hashtag pack moms, and then just that's the guy that makes the hashtags a lot of times. I couldn't agree more. Like, honestly, like, getting to see her interactions, her nurturing state. She really, like, I know she's gonna look forward to seeing a lot of what Jacob will do as an adult, and I'm gonna be interested to see how Jacob transforms into adult. I want to see.
Yeah, Gary's over there watching the Suns game, giving him emotional damage.
Mm-hmm.
To the next question, I did want to throw a little curveball out there for the guys in the chat. Normally we do.
Oh, you said before. Sorry.
Yeah, before. No, cool. I actually do have a giveaway for the chat today. So obviously women won't enjoy this giveaway, but us guys, we will. So a good friend of ours, Kyle from Beards and Shenanigans, has graciously offered to do a giveaway of a combo from. He's doing it from Bay Area Beer Co. So whoever wins this,
That was a double. That deserved a double.
Let's
So,
see.
Ryan, you going to do the hashtag?
We are ready to roll.
All right, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and hit this. Here we go. Hashtag pack moms in the chat. I'll work on it, Justin.
we gotta get the one where Corey says it, because Corey says
I'll
it.
get a recording of Corey.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys. So again, you guys insert this hashtag right here, and you will be potentially a lucky winner of a Bay Area Beard Co. combo.
While we go ahead and wait for these entries, go ahead and say thank you to the moms that joined us on the stream today, Siobhan, Veronica. I want to thank you guys for joining us and, taking the time out of your days to hang out with us and, talk about what it's like to be a mom. So thank you.
It's been a pleasure.
Yes.
That was a really fun stream. Thank you, Siobhan, for joining us. Thank you, babe.
Oh, no problem. No problem.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Beards and Shenanigans for the giveaway, dude.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kyle.
Thank you to Kyle. Kyle reached out to me. He had wanted. It was just something that he wanted to pass along because he does already have the combo. So I was like, hey man, just let me know when. And he saw that I was gonna have Siobhan on, and he's been such a cool supporter of ours. So he was like, hey, why don't you guys do Father's Day? And I was like, that sounds good to me.
Shout out to another mom in the chat, one of the most supportive people in the whole community, one of the most supportive people of us. Ellie, happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day, Ellie.
Happy Mother's Day.
We'll give you guys a few more seconds here to go ahead and get these entries in. As the Orioles lose another game.
I need to check on my Yankees. It's been a while.
Oh no, we suck again.
It's been a while.
It's okay. We lost against the White Sox today.
Yankees are doing right now. Are we? Wait,
what's going on in Boston, Ryan?
I don't know. I have no idea. I'm more focused on hockey playoffs right now. So
there you go.
That's my focus.
All right, guys. So Siobhan wants to eat. She's really hungry. She's got her plate of food. So I'm gonna let her go, and you guys are stuck with me for the rest of the time.
Siobhan, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Happy Mother's
Day.
Same to you. There.
Go enjoy your
All right, Ryan. How many entries do we have in
13?
13. I think we can get ready to go ahead and roll this. Joey Hookham got his entry in there at the last second.
What's going on, Hookham?
What's up, Joey?
Anybody else? Sorry about your luck.
It'd be funny if Veronica wins it.
Oh,
wow. In the last second. He got in the last second.
Wow.
What's great is,
Congratulations.
And I know Joey's a huge fan of Matt at Bay Area. So
isn't he like right down the street from you?
Yeah.
Me and Hookham are about 8 minutes away. So you know what I'll do is I'll reach out to Kyle. I'll have Kyle send it to me, and then when me and Joey meet up in like 2 weeks, I'll bring him with me to meet him. I'll be part of our meetup. All right, Joey.
Congrats, Joey.
Nice.
So you don't have to worry about hitting up Kyle. I'll hit him up for you, man.
A lot of congrats in the chat there. So this is our last question on our Q&A. This is going to be a really good question too. Besides the day that your kids were born, what's one memory that you hold dear? And I know it's going to be hard to pick one out, I'm sure, but maybe just the first thing that can kind of come to your mind.
And since you have 2 kids, you can do one for each. You don't have to.
I don't know. Like just in general, or like with my kids.
Ryan, you or JP, you guys wrote these questions.
Well,
I guess
that was I meant to me more motherly question. Maybe the way I phrased
more
it.
as a mother.
Well, you choose. You choose.
I mean,
however you want to answer it. Maybe just in general or with your kids.
It's up to interpretation.
It's up to interpret it.
I don't know. That's a hard one because there's just so many. Like, I don't know. I think the most recent one, I think with my youngest, we took him finally to Universal Studios when we moved back. And I remember we were like pulling up. We weren't even inside the park yet. We were just like going through, like, you know, to find parking. And I turned back and he's like crying. And I turned around and I was like, why are you crying? And he's like, I am so happy. And he just had like tears and like everything like coming out. Oh, that was so awesome.
Just like every other kid, he's one of those kids that watches YouTube videos, and he like watches a lot of like kids going to theme parks and stuff.
Yeah.
And I guess that excitement of him finally getting to experience what he would see other kids do was special to him. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, and he was just like literal, like legit tears and everything coming down, and he was like, I'm just so happy.
Oh, I mean, if I had to answer for Siobhan, now I get to see whatever I want. Okay, I'm pretty sure she would say that the moment that Jacob started like really like walking and just being so sociable how he is. I mean, I know it would probably be tough for her because it's tough for me to even think of some, but definitely walking because that was a huge concern with him. But when he started doing it, man, it's like now it's been zoom, 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 zoom.
That's awesome.
That's awesome, Ellie.
This is an awesome one with Ellie too. Yeah, got her first place after being homeless for 2 years with Ari when she was about a year old. That's amazing. Amaya, every day is a new joyful memory. That's how it is with the young ones, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and say like some memories I have with my mom and grandmother. One thing that I always I think stick out about my grandmother that I live with is with my sports. No matter how loud a coach or anyone in the crowd would yell, she would be able to yell the loudest, even though she's like not even 5 foot tall. So it's very crazy how loud she could get when I was in my sports. And shout out to this guy, Dan C. Thanks for coming in, Teach. Tell Sam.
Happy Mother's Day to Sam.
Happy Mother's Day, Dan. Tell Sam C we said Happy Mother's Day.
And one time I had a baseball game and she actually had a slip disc in her back and still would not miss the game. So had my grandfather carry her into the car and from the car to the field so that she could watch the game. I don't know if I'll ever forget that. And
that's awesome.
My mom is a lot. I'd say some of the best memories though, like interestingly enough, was when I was working with her because we just spent so much time together there, just chopping it up or talking or just, you know, spending that quality time with her was always awesome. And we took like when I was like 3 years old, like special trips, we would go to Florida and stuff. So I always hold that kind of stuff close.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, and Dan, we hope you're feeling better as well too.
Yeah, feel better, man.
Don't want to, you know, say that what it is, but I hope you feel better soon, brother.
Absolutely, man.
Ryan, you want to go ahead and try to answer this one? You got one that you want to throw out there?
I don't know. I one memory. I have a lot. Every day is a memory with these kids. Like our kids are just they're just spontaneous, I guess, and just the things they do or say just shocks us. Well, I think with my oldest, I think one of the coolest memories that we have together was when we lived in Texas. I took him to his first hockey game, and one of the guys there was like, "Oh, it's his first game. Don't worry about it." Gave him a free hoodie. We sat by the ice, and he came home with hockey pucks and the coolest experience of his life. And then with my youngest, probably the same thing that Veronica said when we didn't tell him exactly where we were going. We just told him that we had a surprise for him.
Mhm.
And then when we pulled into the parking lot, he knew we were going, and he just burst out in tears, and he was just full of excitement. So, yeah.
Like I had never seen him that happy for something, ever.
That's amazing.
Like he doesn't do it when we go to Disneyland or anything. Like it was just this was Universal Studios, and he was just super excited. He's a really big dinosaur person. He loves Jurassic Park, so I think that added to it because he finally gets to see this rides that he was watching on YouTube and get to experience that whole effect. So
Yeah,
Nice.
that's super cool. So we are nearing around an hour now here. If you guys got any other questions you want to ask the mom that we have on screen with us still, I'm at the LA Fair. Shout out, Rogers. Have a good day, bro. Hope you have fun. I know you're probably with your mom today. I saw you post about her. Tell her we said Happy Mother's Day. Bang, bang,
Yes.
Niner gang. All that good stuff. Out of Bald and Beautiful. What's up, guys? We're actually going to get ready to talk about what we have going on next week. JP, I'll let you take it from here.
All right, guys. Well, so you guys already know most Sundays we do 4 p.m., but next Sunday we will be doing a little earlier just because I do have to work next week. But out of the convenience of the guest that we have, I reached out to him, conducted a questionnaire with him and asked him if that would be okay. I'm excited to have this dude on. This dude is a personal friend of mine. He is not only a personal friend, but he's at 5,000 subscribers on YouTube. He is a musician. He writes his own music. He has a band that he's put together. It is none other than my friend James Franchise.
Why don't you tell the people what kind of music he does, JP?
So he does a lot of Christian. He covers a lot of Christian music. And what he does is he makes it to heavy metal. He sometimes leaves the song and just kind of puts his own little spin on it. The band that he created, This Surrender, they do a lot of like covers. There are a few songs on his Spotify that he's created himself for the album Rebirth. So we'll talk about that. I have a little video clip of his his two most popular covers. And so it's going to be a real good time. And I really think that he's going to be able to show you guys a different platform. He does also his own YouTube live streams every Monday at 9. So it's pretty cool.
awesome.
We're
excited.
Yeah. Nick asked you a question there, JP.
Yeah, so I'm still with Starbucks, working my way into, them seeing me work hard. So unfortunately, that was what the mix-up with the Sunday was about. For some reason, my Sunday became available, which was weird. We worked it out past that. But, I was, like I said, I talked with the boys and I talked with him. We were able to still get him on. I'll still go to work. But, business is business, and I'm gonna do business twice that day.
Thanks, Mark.
Thank you,
showing up.
Mark.
Yeah, man, I'm excited. Gonna listen to some more of this guy's stuff leading up to that. You guys should definitely check him out before next week. James Franchise on YouTube. It'll be
Check him out. On YouTube, if you type in James Franchise, you'll find a lot of his covers. If you guys want to find him directly, you could type in this That Metal Guy Worship. You could also find him on Instagram, which has his direct link to his YouTube. So that's also pretty easy.
And like Mark just said, thank you to Veronica. I know Siobhan was in here as well. I thanked her. JP, let her know we said thank you again for joining us today and taking time out of your guys' busy days to hang out with us on Mother's Day. This day is all about you. And, we wanted to highlight you guys here today. So thank you for everyone in the chat hanging out with us and showing all the love. This may have been the most love that was ever on the stream today, fellas. I feel the love.
It was a good one.
And it was no problem. I had fun.
Glad.
I wouldn't mind doing this again.
Yes, we will bring La Chanclona back on. She will be back.
Yes.
She will be feisty in the chat.
I'll bring a chancla next time.
Watch out, Ryan. Watch out, bro.
You better duck and cover. Duck and cover.
Until next week, guys, I'm Zeb Media. I'll see you guys next Sunday, man. Pack down, pack Sunday, pack down and get the chancla. You already know what it is. Boys, you got anything you want to say before we get out of here?
Yeah.
Nope. Thanks to my beautiful wife for coming in. Happy Mother's Day to you. Thanks, JP, and your wife, Siobhan. Hope you guys have a good rest of the day. Enjoying that lobster. To everyone in the chat, to your wives, your moms, and the ladies in the chat, happy Mother's Day. And thank you for showing us love today. So we appreciate that.
Definitely.
We're nothing better I can say than that, man. Thanks to my beautiful wife that came on. Thank you, Veronica, yet again, man. You're a pleasure.
No
and
problem.
thank you again to all those moms in the chat. Happy Mother's Day, guys.
Until next week.
See you guys
later.
Thanks for watching this week.
Without you all, there is no Bearded Pack.
Catch you all next Sunday.